Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of my quick Getting Good series using RuneScape's Gridmaster, or Old School RuneScape's Gridmaster. My name is Zand, and today we've got a set of clips going through from the second day all the way to the end of the first week, which is when we kind of got things going, got some real PVMing done, and we're having a lot of fun. I will say I'm sick currently in the recording I'm doing right now. I'm not sick in the clips, which is good. You won't have to hear the awful nasally voice, so that's nice. But there is one thing that is imperfect about these first several clips. When I did the first one of these videos, I zoomed it in on OBS to get more of just my character and actually my Gridmaster character, and I kind of left it zoomed in. So you're not going to be able to see like my inventory in the first few clips. It's just going to be centered around my character. So hopefully the vocal commentary is decent enough to kind of carry those first few clips. Otherwise, we're going to get through it. And I have decided that this is probably going to be a 5-video series in total. So we had episode 1, which was our first day, that went up last Saturday. We've got this episode going up on Saturday as well, or the next Saturday. And this one's gonna be our first week. The next video is gonna be kind of getting close to the end game. It's gonna be all the steps we did before the final few. And then episode 4 will be those final few tiles, which may or may not still not be done, but we are very close to the end. And then I think episode 5 is gonna be running around super overpowered. I don't know what's going on in the background over there. Running around super overpowered and like kind of rating the bosses. We're going to try to do like a little boss ladder, go fight every boss in the game that we can feasibly fight, and see just how strong we are, and then maybe do some meme strategies. Like, you know, I was thinking like bronze knife kills. How many bosses can we kill with bronze knives? And that'll give us more of an idea of how good we are at actually surviving fights. Maybe we won't bring the broken shark either. So yeah, that's kind of what we got planned. Also, as part of this Getting Good series, I do have 2 kind of parts of it. One part is going to start on the 15th-ish of every month, and it's going to be on gaming or something in the gaming sphere. And then on the 1st of every month, we're going to have something a little more personal. So I won't always make a video, and I'm not going to make a video this time, but I am, well, maybe I'll make a video. We'll see. But without further ado, we are going to get into the clip, so I hope you enjoy. Good morning. It has been a good night of sleep. I actually slept instead of getting up super early to play this game mode, but because of that, super refreshed. Plan today, we just AFK'd. We got some morning meeting. We just AFK'd to 55 mining so we could start getting myth to get myth darts, because the steel darts are just horrible in the blowpipe. And then looking at this list, what I want to try to do, get the myth darts in the blowpipe, and then we might send a 0 difficulty TOA. I was watching some videos yesterday, and apparently purple is guaranteed from this, which means we get a twisted bow for free, because this is one piece of mid to in-game content I actually did do in the other leagues, was around a little bit of TOA once I was fully maxed. So we'll see how that goes. And then from there, if we can get the T-bow, even if not, we'll see if the mithril darts are good enough in the blowpipe. We can go back to Vorkath, and then we can go to the Inferno to get these 2 combat achievements up. We can get some passive healing, get our faster attack speed, and then we're going to go retry the Corrupted Gauntlet. I think it's just going to take some practice, some trial and error. Then from there, we're not super close to 2k total. Our reward from that is combat achievements. I forget what all that entails. We can do that. I also want to get this Fury. We're at 82 crafting now, so we need 8 levels. We have the magic level to enchant it. We already bought the Onyx using the infinite cash from our good friend Golden God. So we have no worries there. So yeah, that's the plan for this morning. We'll be back after we get some mithril darts. Probably jump straight into a TOA. I'm wondering whether I should do like longer segments of bossing just to show how noobish I am, and like it would be better to see progress, or if it's better to just clip at the end. But we'll see. I'll think it over. Yeah, I think it looks like we're able to clear the Inferno. We got some myth darts going. I did not make the Fury yet. We're still rocking a power ammy, but this should be the last hard wave. It's the Ranger and 2 Melayers.
So let's see if we can do it. If not, I'm gonna go do something else for a while, but hoping to survive it. Our last remaining pillar of health is very little health. So I'm gonna try to hurry kill this ranger where the meleeers get here. Maybe I can just stack them up behind him. Yeah, this is good. As long as I kill him fast enough, we should be okay. And we won't need the pillar. Okay, I don't want to have to eat, but I'm gonna have to switch to melee first thing, which is gonna be rough for him. Okay, and he's dead. We switch to melee prayer. Okay, both of them burrowed is fine. I'm gonna try to save the pillar, I guess. I don't really think we need to, but for our sake, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of hidden mechanic. I don't want the nibblers to chase me down, I guess. We get both of these down, easy peasy. Okay, this was not as bad as I thought, but it's because I was using ranged. Before I was using melee, and that made this just infinitely more difficult. I couldn't imagine trying to melee Inferno like on Jad, but I was just trying to get to the one guy, the major. So we use our gens just because. Oh, and we didn't even hit. Not a good use of gens there. Let's see if we can clear them before the tower falls. Okay, so we have 1 health on 1 pillar, so there's no shot we could ever clear this. Not that I could really clear the Inferno anyway. This was really hard. I just gotta get better at prayer switching on the blobs, honestly. I think we can do the sub 30-minute Inferno time. That's a hope. Oh shit. No. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. That was guaranteed, and I just didn't look at my prayer. Alright, we just got through the double blob wave, mostly. There's still a little bit of risk when this guy burrows again, but I think I'm just gonna jump over here and fight him and safe spot the ranger when I hear him burrow. We can't possibly mess this up again, right? Okay. He burrows, switch to melee prey, the little ranger. Oh man, this is stressful. This pillar, like, I actually kept this one really healthy. I let the others drop on double blob rounds because those are the dangerous ones, because they can combo me out. This is the very next run after I've made it here relatively cleanly. We just got double meleeer and ranger next wave, and then double ranger. So what I'm hoping to do is get both meleeers behind the ranger and just burn the ranger down quickly. But we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna focus, gonna super restore. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, that could not have went worse. We're not gonna have a pillar to hide behind soon. Uh-oh. Okay, we're just chancing it. I'm gonna kite these guys a little bit. And the pillar's gone. Okay, and how am I gonna get these meleeers behind the ranger? Maybe like this. Oh, that one's gonna dig to me. Okay, oh, that's perfect actually, until the other one digs. Oh, it's not perfect. Okay, we're just gonna kite and hit the ranger. And hope we don't get chanced. Because I let all the pillars go away, which is probably not good. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay, hit me once for 0. 8. Shoot this guy. Attack delay. Got Doug on. He's right there now. He slowed the other one down, which is nice. Okay, I gotta be careful because my attack range isn't great. Oh, got chanced a little bit. Oh shit, okay. That hurts. Love I didn't take a step every time I had to attack. This is maybe the stupidest way to do this. I can't get them both stuck behind him like I was hoping. The spawn was pretty unfortunate, I think, or I'm bad. I'm probably just bad, but, you know, that's what we're here for, right? For strategies like this. For when we don't have our great safety nets hanging out. Don't... Oh, that's a max. We double 8 back up. We can tank another. We reflected a lot of damage back on him, actually. I didn't hit him. He's pretty low. Yeah. Okay, Ranger's 1. Ranger's dead. We switch to melee prey. Okay, well that's not really how I intended to do that. I intended to save the pillar, but I wanted to get in a safe position, and these guys just spawned around the pillar. I don't know if I've seen that, or at least not with the double melee, so that was really scary. I guess I could have safe spotted the ranger. I don't know. There were probably 100 ways to do that better than how I did it. I'm gonna switch to the higher damage prayer. I'm gonna restore up. The nibblers just attack me. They shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, they hit constantly, but they don't hit high, luckily. Okay. Oh, you just got the 2 rangers. I'm just gonna restore every 5 seconds to be safe. I'm gonna go ahead and heal back to full. Chilling at 70 hit points now is pretty good. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a longer clip. I just wanted to show the process, and I did not expect that to be as stupid as it was, but this is the skill level we're working with, trying to complete the entire Gridmaster board, so if you have any expectations, I would lower them. So we're trying our best, but man, this game is harder because what I think I'm used to in RuneScape 3 is keybinds, so I can bind the prayers to buttons, right? Like I could do TGP or TGB, and that's magic range melee pray. That's easy. But with this game, it's not easy. It's, oh my gosh. Okay, nibblers are gonna come after me. We're just gonna use our chins. I'm gonna go ahead and pray. Oh, okay, I killed them all. Pray magic. Oh, okay, yeah, and nibblers. I think this guy only mages. But yeah, I'm used to being able to hit binds. I'm not used to bind then click, right? So going here and then clicking a different prayer and then binding back to inventory, like that extra step is just throwing me. And I think that's something that not a lot of games, because you think about like World of Warcraft and a lot of it is just keybinds too. So going back to actually clicking to do everything, definitely throwing me for a loop a little bit. Oh man, this guy's max is a 70 and his melee max is a 52. That's crazy. Regardless, as soon as we get the task complete, I am leaving. I know that there is a 0% chance we get this done. Okay, there's the Gridmaster task. We are exiting via cave exit. Yes, really leave, please. All right, and there's a big task. So the Slayer perk doesn't really matter. I mean, that'll be nice passive Slayer XP. I kind of wish that I had done agility over Slayer for my Gatherer, because I could do the Sepulcher, which gives a like ridiculous amount of lamps. We're gonna have to figure the agility out some other way and then lamp everything else up. But that also means we knock out a row, which means everything is sped up now. So we should be doing crazy damage. Next step, probably Vorkath, unless I get stuck there, and then I'm gonna try to get a unique from God Wars. That should be easy. And then I've never seen this boss. I heard some worlds are doing like masses of it, so maybe we can get lucky and spoon like a hide, and that'll be a 4 and 5, and at 5 we should be great. I can also just go and grab the Evo, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what we're doing next, but I feel really accomplished that we did half the Inferno, which does not give me a whole lot of faith for actually clearing this board, but we're gonna try. All right, and that is the Fury made. We made some other upgrades, if you couldn't tell. We got the Myth Cape that I think is, you know, it's not quite a fire cape. Get out of here. What are you doing? We got the Slayer Helm. So if you didn't know, you don't need to quest for it. You just use the I think it's a Tool Leprechaun on Harmony Island. Yeah, and you don't have to quest. You can just go straight there. You teleport with Brother Tranquility, something like that. And then you go to the cave, and yeah, you can get your Black Mask. Slayer Helmet's free if you clear the wave in the Inferno. And then I went ahead and got full Obsidian armor, just because it's better than Rune, I think. And yeah, I'm feeling good. We crafted some Black D'hide recently too, so getting a lot of good upgrades. This gives us Desert Treasure too. It was quite a bit, so I need to look into these spells. I guess there's no reason to go and like swap to these spell books until we get the grimoire anyway, and the grimoire is relatively soon. Yeah, it's behind Vorkath, so that's on the list. So we'll get to that shortly. Right, and that is a Tombstone Mask. And I know I didn't show it. It was so boring. I forgot to bring a mage switch, so I was literally AFKing on the Warden when it was praying. The one time it prays against melee range. But we did complete it successfully. It was just 0 invocation, so very easy. I mean, I guess that's cool stuff. Just bank it. Thank you. Thank you. And we obtained a rare, which means we get to claim a prize. And we will take the Twisted Bow because I've heard it's really good. We can unlock it in the instance. Okay, thank you. I'll do it later. I'll leave. This is literally my first run, so we had to like RP through a lot of these characters, which is kind of funny. Okay, thank you, TOA plugin. Okay, I didn't have the style thing up earlier, I promise. Anyway, now out at the bank, we can grab our TOA, grab our Twisted Bow, claim. Would you look at that? We have like the best weapon in the game. Now we can start killing things very efficiently, magic things, and then we can kill non-magic things with this. And it's kind of cool. In leagues, I've never really run ranged. I've always been like either a melee or magic user, so it's kind of cool to play around with range, even though it's super overpowered, but very fun. Okay, so I didn't get it on record, but we got the Armadyl chest plate. I got it at 22 KC. I was about to leave. No one told me how loud the screaming at Armadyl was. That was awful. I should have just done a different boss. But we got it done. We got a few kills at Vorkath. I'm gonna record like a full kill there. I've got most of the mechanics down, but I can't do like the Wook's walk where you actually attack while you're getting shot at by the fire line of death. That I just run or I just walk it. But yeah, I got a couple other upgrades thanks to a faux stream. I got the Ring of Shadows that I completely forgot existed that I could have grabbed forever ago. And then the regen bracelet, which was just way better for everything except range. I had Van braces here. So we are looking actually really kitted out right now. We've got like 19 darts in the blowpipe, the dragon darts, and then we got myth if we run out. But I'm hoping Vorkath is kind to us and gives us more dart tips on our quest to get a unique. So we shall continue. Alright, so it has probably been like a full day since my last clip. Unfortunately, work and stuff has just kept me so busy. I haven't been able to game like I want. Like, got other games to play, other things to do, and I really want to get good at this game, but it is hard. But I think I'm getting better at Vorkath. So I've got the quick prayer swaps on my F keys. It's easy. I'm kind of just tanking the poison. Okay, this is the one thing I still am not that good at. I've tried the Wook's walk. It has just gotten me killed every time. I just get the tick system. So all I'm doing is just eating back to full, turning it to walk, and just pacing back and forth back here. I know it's the lame, slow way to do it. And then run back on so I don't die to the blob of death. But I don't know. I wish I could figure it out, but I have not had time to practice. And I just want to get my 50 kills and be done with Vorkath a little bit. I want to get good. I want to learn the Wook's walk. But I don't know. Maybe it's the 2-tick weapon? Or maybe that's preferred for this. I'm actually not sure. But it just feels off. Like I feel like I'm clicking on the right ticks and I'm getting hit every single time. So I don't know. Probably a skill issue. I need to just spend more time on it. But overall, Vorkath not too bad. I thought he would be one that's a little more difficult. But definitely not. He's actually pretty enjoyable. Getting a lot of dragon stuff. We're on 20 KC right now. I imagine we're probably going to go to 50 just based on what I've seen. But we can hope we get spooned. Oh, and I need to turn my prayers on. And yeah, if anything... Oh. Okay, well, I was about to end the recording. But yeah, I kind of lost a max cash stack doing this because I'm getting too much loot in the coffer and I forget to recollect after I equip everything. So yeah, luckily Leagues is very free with money and I had a ton of condensed gold in the bank, so no big deal. Also, I'm going to be like the hardest achievement apparently is 2k total, and I have been AFK skilling the whole time I've been working. So we are looking very close to that 2k total, which is combat achievements, which hopefully means enough lamps for 92 agility, which hopefully means I can do sepulcher, and then with that we have lamps for pretty much everything else. We can lamp to 92 slayer, we can lamp pretty much anything else we want, and we are pretty well set for the rest of the leagues. So yeah, pretty excited. Stay tuned. We'll have some more clips, hopefully some more PVM of me not dying coming soon. And running over to Birthorpe, we just got 2,000 total, which means we get all combat achievements, which in a way a little sad about, because to be honest, part of what I was doing to try to become a Grandmaster this month was doing as many combat achievements as possible. So completing that kind of defeats the purpose, because we'd have to like manually keep up with them. So goal is kill as many bosses as possible and actually like kill them well. Like, so maybe not, maybe we can't do that, but let's grab our lamps real quick. We're gonna say we think we've completed a tier. Oh, real voice reveal. We're just gonna hold down spacebar. Give me all the lamps, please. I didn't realize the hilt didn't upgrade. You just get all of the hilts. That's a little rough. I forget what all you get from this, but the important part is all the lamps. And this has like teleports and stuff, which is cool. So we're gonna rub the lamp, throw it on agility. Let's see if this one big one does it. 650, probably not enough. No, that just takes us to 80. Hopefully we can get to 92 with these. Drop 2 on it. 2 more. 82, 83. Oh, we're not even gonna get close. Okay. My plans are a little foiled then. I guess we're gonna have to keep the greaves on for longer, because I'm just dumping all of these into agility. I guess I should have done some into Slayer, so that I could kill Araxor faster and get whatever's under the Araxor tile. Oh, more XP. Oh, that would have been nice. Regardless though, we did knock out this one, which is apparently the least completed task so far. It's kind of crazy to me. More people are good at PVM than just grinding total level, but I guess I had been AFKing pretty hard. But yeah, pretty good day. We haven't got our rare from Warcath yet. I think we're like something like 15 kills away from the guaranteed Warcath head, and then CG, and then some of the fun stuff. This is efficient agility experience. Okay, we are coming up on a Huey Codal kill. I assume that's how you say it, and that's kind of weird. I'm just face tanking the damage. I'm not even praying, because I don't think solo you can get the statues to activate. I can dodge the wave. And then, yeah, I just beat him down, reflected some damage back. That's why I wasn't praying as well. So we got 1 down. We did not get a rare, unfortunately. I don't think I'm going to keep doing this solo, because it takes so long to actually, like, beat it down without the damage buff. So we're going to try some teams. I'm kind of surprised the Huey Codal is kind of on the same level as, like, some of the other guys, like Vorkath and the Corrupted Gauntlet. I feel like they're way harder than this is. This is not difficult. It just takes a long time. I guess if you don't brute force it with infinite food, it could be a little harder, but no, I think this is pretty straightforward. So we're going to keep grinding, hopefully get the rare soon. Then we will be at tier 5 combat achievements, and then we will be going crazy on the gauntlet. So we'll see you there. All right, and easy as that. I just had to go on the league's Discord. 13kc, but I did a bunch in a mob, and then someone taught me the whole last recall Copish spec method. I did 1 solo, didn't get the kill, and then 3 people joined me, and I got the kill, and I got a Dragon Hunter 1, which is pretty sick. Definitely better than the hide, I think. Maybe the hide would have been better. Not really sure, but regardless, we got this one knocked out, which means we get to claim Combat Mastery tier 5. We have the 2-tick T-bow, I believe, now. We also get to claim while Gothic sleeps. I need to ask somebody if that actually gives any lamps or anything. Yeah, I'm not doing those quests. Probably go check out the museum, see if we get anything from that. And otherwise, we are really strong now. We just have the hard tasks left, really. Once we knock out Gauntlet, I think that's every medium task on the board. And then we're close to the 92 Slayer for Rax. And then Sepulchre shouldn't be too bad. And then I guess we have to pick our poison on what we want to learn first. I think Awakened bosses are going to be last. I heard Awakened Whisper and Sword of Awakened Leviathan are a little harder. So I guess we'll go for the rest of the board first. But we're making good progress. I'm feeling good. Okay, last update for the day, but I just crushed the normal gauntlet with tier 5. So I'm gonna just jump in and try the corrupted. It's kind of 1 a.m. though, so I don't know if it's all there, but we're gonna try. Holy crap, did it first try. I didn't get any of the recording because I forgot to turn replay buffer on, but it was so stressful. Yeah, it turns out tier 5 relics very strong. Now suddenly we have Banker's Note. Once we're at a bank, very nice. And tier 6 combat masteries. So we're gonna be incredibly overpowered. So super excited to play with that more tomorrow. Okay, so this is kind of random. I was just doing a spree for farming levels, and honestly, I just like this boss in the main game. I enjoyed it. I know he's not really a boss. He's the ultimate Iron Man Slayer, but otherwise not too threatening. But I got 3 bottomless compost buckets, or 6 bottomless compost buckets from 1 drop. I don't know what's going on there. Is it like the rarity made me get 6 at once? Like I literally, no, I got 3. Okay, I got 3 2 separate times. So is there a reason I'm getting triple drops from his sporing? I don't know. It's just weird. But anyway, we have not been able to play much past few days, unfortunately. But we are going to be on the ground this week. We're going to be doing all the in-game bosses. We did Zora off screen. Definitely just a face roll there. I didn't really bring anything interesting, just the 2-tick T-bow. It was easy enough. Yeah, so this is what we've got left. I was wanting to do Soul Heredit because that unlocks this our Abyss Ring and what does Soul give? Oh yeah, Specialist, which is kind of part of this 1-2 punch up here to get Specialist and Exposure, which makes the Inferno possible. But I don't know if I can jump straight into the Coliseum, so I'd kind of like to get Last Stand first, so that way we have a safety net for all the in-game content. Never done Yama before. I know the drop rate's a little funny in leagues, but if we can do Yama, then I imagine we can easily grind out that last Slayer level, go to Rax. I know Rax pretty well. And then we can get this row completed, get the Sunlight Spear and Sunlight Bracers, which would be a massive like glove upgrade, and Shark healing like 40 something health would be amazing. And to do Rax though, maybe we want a Scythe. I don't know, Copish is probably good enough, but I do want to try one of the other raids to go ahead and lock down a Scythe as well. But yeah, we got exciting stuff coming up soon. And there we go. That was honestly really easy. So I remember in the last league, let me get out of here. I went really dry for the halberd. I went melee, and I took Mauritania as one of my locations. I was like Mauritania, Zaya, and Asgarnia for my picks for Leagues 5. And it took a while, but that only took 8 KC at Araxor. I didn't include it. I want to get good at bossing. That doesn't mean I want to get good at like Slayer bossing. I know the Araxor fight. I know how to step around the big melee attack and, you know, make the red spider hit Araxor. It's a little unfortunate that all combat achievements, so let's not die, that all combat achievements are auto unlock, because that was how I was going to kind of log my progress in getting better at the game. But yeah, they're all completed thanks to the task board. But what we can do is we can go ahead and claim that XP. I don't think it really matters because we had to grind Slayer for it. The only thing it's really helping us with at this rate is agility to get that up to 92. Never done Sepulchre before, so we'll see how hard that is. We can't complete the... This row is kind of bad anyway. Like, Gloves of the Damned are just so outclassed. And we're definitely going to do this column first. Go ahead and get the rare from Yama next, so that we can hopefully get Last Stand and the Spear and the Bracers. I've never used the Spear before. I didn't really watch that much about it anyway, but it seems incredibly strong. And then the Bracers are, you know, going to beat the Regen Bracelet, and they're going to make the Shark heal like crazy. So really excited for that. And then from there, I've got a pick. I don't know. I've heard solo TOB can be kind of a nightmare. I've never done either of these two raids, so we're gonna try them both. Maybe try Doom, so we can get the treads, especially once we get 92 agility, we need the upgrade. Yeah, and then I guess we'll try to learn them a little more, because right now we're just brute forcing with Tebow, honestly. Like, I was trying to do racks with the Thunder Copish, and it was fine. Like, it was killing it so well, but this bow just not missing and hitting 70s was just too good. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Still happy about this one. This made 92 Slayer so easy. Like, I had the ancient staff, but this one just goes crazy. So I'm already got the Tribid set up, you know, feeling pretty good about it. We've got the Devil's Element. We're feeling really strong in all three styles. So having a lot of fun. This is a really good event. I know I feel a little quote unquote behind because a lot of people have completed the board by now, but given my work schedule and stuff like that, I feel pretty happy about what I've been able to accomplish, and I think we're going to be able to complete the board. Okay, so I accidentally recorded my first and I guess second Chambers run. The first one was I added crabs, got annoyed at the puzzle, reset. This one wasn't nearly as bad. Sorry if you can hear the squeaking, that's a cat toy. Ohm, not fun. Maybe it's just because I've never done him before, but trying to get the hands down at the same time with all the stuff just throwing damage at me, like, I was hard spam clicking the shark. In terms of getting good at this game, I don't mean every single boss. And I tried the 3041, that kind of stuff. Wasn't really feeling it. I just wanted to kind of burn Olm down. It took me a second to figure out the hands. This hand healing, this, I guess his left, our right side hand, super annoying with the not being able to actually hurt it. But we spooned a buckler. This is a normal raid. I know this is definitely not guaranteed. I don't know what the odds are. We're never gonna use it, I don't think. We don't have a, like, one-hand ranged weapon. But that means we're done at Chambers of Zarek, luckily. And not only that, we can claim... Oh, good. We can't claim the same one multiple times. I appreciate that. We were going to claim our Scythe. I heard the Shadow's only really good if you get the damage buff. Of course, it's an instance, and we can't claim it. Yeah, Olm, not very fun, in my opinion. Maybe with some practice, it would be a good time. But just, it feels weird. It feels a little clunky, and maybe that's just outsider perspective. But regardless, now that we're outside, we can grab this, claim the Scythe. And now... what does that mean? I'm not sure. The Scythe is good against some things. I never got this, lastly, even though I was melee relic. I really wanted it. But solo TOB kind of scared me. But we got it now. Which is pretty sick. Maybe it's good on Yama. I'm actually not really sure. I think Tebow kind of reigns supreme there. But regardless, we're going to keep moving forward. All right, and with that... 50kc at Yama. I feel like I've been here for a couple days now because I just am not able to play that much. But honestly, super enjoyable boss. At least it's 0 difficulty and on leagues, like when you're not even close to running out of these runes. It's pretty nice. We ended up with the 49 dossiers and 1 Oathplate helm, which honestly, pretty cool. I don't know what I would have taken over it. I think it's totally fine. You know, it's an upgrade. It's a melee upgrade, especially. Pretty sick. And that means we get some really good things here. So we get Last Stand. Okay, I'm in an instance. One day I'll learn, but I guess I'm not I'm not unlocking these as fast as like the big YouTubers and streamers who have already done this like 3 times. So yeah, I have just enough time between tasks to forget that you have to be like out of the instance. So we're gonna go claim Last Stand, which is gonna be so helpful for the last task, just letting us be a lot more reckless and not having to worry about dying. And then we're gonna claim the Sunlight Spear and the Sunlit Bracers. I think the Spear is good at Nilos for Theater of Blood, from what I've heard, because it's typeless damage. And then the Bracers are a new Abyss. Yeah, they have no stats. Is that right? The Bracers have no stats? I could have sworn they had something. Okay, they do. It just doesn't show. Yeah, they're better than the bracers. I didn't see melee strength. Hang on. Oh yeah, +1 melee strength. Nice. That was weird. I know I can look at them in that little menu, but it's weird that the hover over doesn't have any stats. So nice. We got some big, oh, big tree in the way. Got some big upgrades. Okay, tree is still trolling me. And with that, we have officially crossed 1 week of leagues, almost 6 days of leagues is what we're gonna get into because it's gonna be Tuesday. I was gonna do these clips every so many days, but ended up just thinking I'm just gonna bend them into like week-long episodes. So this one will go up probably either Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll have 1 episode per week. So 4 total, which is not great for the algorithm. You want more videos, but also this is our first time trying this, so definitely some kinks to work out. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool icon. But with that, you know, we've only got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tasks left. Wow, I didn't realize we've gotten through a lot of this board. So we got to grind out agility at some point. 30-minute inferno is scary. TOB I've heard is hard in solos, but last stand should help us. This one is apparently the worst one on the board. The 4 awakened bosses. Apparently Whisper is just kind of a hard stop to a lot of the cheese. Like the best cheese is last stand, and then you just restore your sanity and you win before you run out of sanity twice. So that'll be fun. Soul Heredit, I think this might be the best thing we can get next is the specialist, or if we finish agility, we can get the boots from Doom. So I think this is what we're going to try to knock out next, is this top row, and then we'll worry about probably agility and TOB, and then we'll do the Inferno speedrun, and we'll do the Awakened bosses, and hopefully we can get this knocked out in 2 weeks, and we can play around with some of the bosses more casually for the last 2 weeks. But if you enjoyed, leave a like. If you got all the way to the end, then I'm impressed, because I'm definitely not as good at this as people have been doing it for years, but I do appreciate you, and we will see you in the next one.